I was about to take a shower right now, actually, but I'm getting like a surge of ideas and a lot of things I want to talk about that may help other people and may help you guys actually. So what I was reading was Think and Grow Rich because late in my past videos I've spoken about how I was going to analyze and read one book or two books during my weeks and actually analyze them through time, maybe give it like 1 or 2 months. I'm going to fully analyze them. And I'm only in a third chapter of Think and Grow Rich. And what that chapter was speaking about was the belief and affirmations of what you want and making them come true. So what pushed me into that sentence so much was the thought about I thought about flat earthers. So basically, they have so much belief in what they say and what they do that no matter what the scientific evidence or the scientific info given to them, they still somehow believe it because they push their subconscious mind to believe it from happening. And I know I may sound nonsensical. I know I'm not a scientist and I know I didn't do any research on this, but I'm just telling you what I got out of this text. And what I got out of this was you have to believe in what you want to do to make it happen. The only person who's going to make this happen is you. So you believe in what you want to believe, and that will come true as long as you actually have your emotions attached to that belief. As long as you actually have the vigor to keep on going and to keep on doing what you want to do, will that actually come true? And I am going to be somebody who's going to tell you this, and I know I don't have any backing as a scientist or as some sort of analytics expert, but I want you to know whatever you think of and whatever you truly believe in, it can come true. And I'm not talking about superpowers. I'm not talking about unicorns coming out of nowhere and spawning out of like a portal. I'm talking about your beliefs in attaining success and your beliefs in becoming a better human. If you actually believe that you will do it, you're going to do it. You will do it. You are going to do it. And I actually wrote down something that was said in the text. It says, faith is the eternal elixir which gives life, power, and action to the impulse of thought. So what that is basically saying to me is faith is what drives things from happening in the real world. So faith is the stem, the seed from where everything comes from what you believe in to making it happen. And in the book, they were talking about how there's constructive and destructive thoughts. And depending on your faith in whatever it may be, you can have destructive thoughts and constructive thoughts. So as long as you push your beliefs in the constructive thoughts, you will have an attainable life of prosperity and good. Well, if you have the destructive thoughts, you will only receive the nastiness and the misery of life that you believe in. That's why so many people live such sad lives, because they don't decide to look in the good and they only think about the bad. And I know it's hard for a lot of people because they might not be in the right environments. But if you watch my last video, I want you to watch it to help you out, because what I speak about is basically erasing yourself from the bad environment of the people around you and creating something good out of yourself by taking those factors and those bad things out of your life. And I spoke about people and objects, but it could be way more than that. If you find something that you know limits you to being your best person, get rid of that, because only the belief in yourself and the belief in your own person, you will become successful. And I actually really recommend reading this book because though it's about money, or you might think it's about money, I mean, it has a money symbol, but to me, I believe Think and Grow Rich doesn't just relate to money. It relates to your mental being and obviously your financial status, but you can grow rich in life. It doesn't have to be just money. I want you to read this book, and I urge you to read this book, though I'm not completely done. From what I've gotten in the last 3 chapters has been the type of knowledge that I don't think I would have ever had unless I've either experienced decades of life or if somebody told me directly. So I urge you to read this book. It's very popular. I don't doubt that you probably have read it, but I want you to actually analyze it. I don't want you to just read. I want you to analyze what is being said and what you can get out of it. And I just wanted to teach you, and I wanted to give you guys the insight and knowledge that I've got from that. As long as you have belief slash faith, with an actual emotion to make it happen, you're going to make it happen because you're going to tap into your subconscious mind and train it to believe that what you believe in is right. And that's why I brought up the example earlier about the flat earthers. They trained their subconscious mind into believing what they believe to be right, which then in turn led them to believing the earth is flat no matter what anybody told them because they trained themselves to believe it was true. So you're going to train yourself and you're going to change your subconscious mind into believing that you will be rich, you will be successful, and you will be happy. I want you to create an affirmation. I want you to create a declaration. I want you to do anything you can to train your mind into believing that you will be okay. You will be all right. And I believe in you, and you will believe in yourself. Thank you.